Hello everyone, I'm standing with the GBB Great Big Bertha Epic Sub-Zero fairway wood from Callaway. It is jam-packed with technology, so there's quite a few things we need to talk about, but also it is a more compacted head, something a better player would definitely enjoy looking at. Probably your guys from a +2, +3, or maybe even lower than that, up to about an 8 or 9 handicap. The triaxial weave that Callaway have implemented in this series is absolutely incredible. Saves them tons of weight. Lighter in a fairway, especially in the crown, allows them the ability to drop the center of gravity and pull it a little bit away from the face, which would help you get the ball up in the air much easier, but also increases the stability or the MOI value of the fairway wood itself. So if you miss-hit it, it's less inclined to turn off line, meaning your shot dispersion is definitely going to be tighter. The multi-material construction inherently also does spin the ball a little bit lower, giving you a much more piercing flight, increasing your distance. The HyperSpeed face cup wraps around like that. It allows the club face to flex. Why you want that to happen, especially your miss-hits out of the toe, the heel low or high on the face, you want that club face to come back and shoot forward or rebound, putting more energy into the golf ball, which will equate to much better distance. I cannot talk enough about cup face technology and how efficiently it works. It is very evident in this fairway wood. It is a very, very long fairway in terms of distance, even though it is aimed at your better player. The other thing we need to talk about, which is quite obvious on this fairway, is the introduction of a CG placement. Now, the Sub-Zero variant aimed at your better player does give you the ability to actually decrease or increase your spin rate depending on what type of flight you want to do. So you've got a 22 gram weight currently in the back of this club and a 3 gram weight which you can flip around. The way it is presently set up with a 22 gram at the back, you can imagine all the weight is situated there, nice and stable, increases your dynamic loft a little bit towards impact, helping you get the ball up in the air, giving you a little bit more spin rate, so gives you a higher, softer landing flight. Then for the guys that wants to hit it flatter, more penetrating, very relevant for guys playing coastal golf, you would put that heavier weight towards the front of the club, and you can imagine now the weight situated there, it actually decreases your dynamic loft ever so slightly towards impact, knocking the flight down, knocking a little bit of spin off it, giving it a hell of a lot of forward momentum, not as much upward momentum, so it gives you flexibility to that degree. Then to help you fine-tune this fairway wood, of course, we have the Octave sleeve, allowing you a 2-degree change upwards. So I'm standing here with a 5 wood, the 18-degree. It can become a 19-degree or even a 20-degree. But then also allows you to knock it down by 1. So this 18 can become a 17, which is quite nice. So once you have then selected your loft, Callaway with the Octave sleeve also allow you a face angle change, so you can set it up nice and square for those guys wanting to see it square. Then for the guys that hits it a little bit left to right, they can actually set the club face up slightly closed, which will appeal to them more, which will also combat the fade or even the slice very, very effectively. The last technology we need to talk about would be speed step technology. You'll definitely see how it's actually raised above the crown of the fairway wood. Now, what that does, as the club moves through the air, it literally trips up the air, creating turbulence, allowing the head to move faster through the air without any additional effort on your part. So it is advanced aerodynamics, ironically co-engineered by Boeing for the XR16, and now some of that technology filtering into the Epic lineup. You don't often get a fairway wood with this amount of technology in it, all aimed at the better player, trying to give them the ability to fine-tune the flight of their fairway wood. You can use this off the tee box because this face is fairly deep, but you can also get it up in the air quite nicely off the fairway due to the ability to change the center of gravity, making it a higher launch club. Also, and more importantly, because of the triaxial weave having dragged that center of gravity down as much as it has by saving that much weight, it does actually launch very easily with a face this deep.